everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bunny, and in this video I'm going to be showing you week 2 of my Inktober and Drawlloween drawings. Now I don't actually have footage of each and every drawing that I drew last week, so I'm going to be showing you a little bit of some footage for some of the drawings that I did over the past couple days, and then I'm going to be showing you some of the actual images that I took of my drawings of last week's themes. So kick back and enjoy this video as I walk you through some of my newfound experiences and learnings that I learned from last week of week 2. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more art videos, live streams, and just general, art fun. And also like my social media, Facebook and Instagram. This is where I post all of my art things. So the first drawing is actually Deep Sea Denizens. This was the theme for last Sunday, and I decided to draw a mermaid. As you can see, I'm not very good at full body posture. This is one of the very first drawings that I did that I really tried to get a full body thing happening. You're gonna notice her hands are super awkward, especially the one that's lifted up in the air. She looks like she has a tiny hand. I'm well aware that it does not look good, but nonetheless, I was actually really I was having a lot of fun with this one just due to the different colors that I used and also the different kind of painting technique, which I'll explain a little bit later on. The next drawing is one of my personal favorite illustrations that I've done so far in this challenge. The theme was Fanged Fiends, so of course I drew a vampire. In this drawing, I'm really exploring the new watercolor technique that I kind of sort of fell upon by accident in last week's drawing, which I explained in last week's Inktober video. And this sort of new technique is utilizing minimal colors and also not necessarily filling in all of the page with watercolor and pencil crayon. So you're going to see that it's a little bit more rough, it's a little bit more ragged, and the colors are super diluted and super kind of sort of in a pastel tone, which I'm actually really liking. For the next illustration, the theme was Martian mayhem, and for this one, I really did not like the theme. I just had no inspiration and no motivation to do it, but nevertheless, I did do it. And as you can see, it's not that exciting as the others, and it's actually one of my least favorite illustrations of this week. I definitely struggled with the theme, and I struggled with the color scheme, which is why it looks kind of off and looks kind of weird. But I did kind of like the way that the character turned out when I was sketching her. And yeah, I think that's the only positive thing that I would say about this drawing itself. For day 11, the theme was Swamp Citizens, and as you can see, I did not draw a swamp citizen. Again, like the theme of Martian Mayhem, I had no idea what to draw, so for this one, I really wanted to practice anatomy, and that's why you're seeing a kind of semi-naked character on your screen right now. But yeah, I practiced anatomy for this one, and I actually quite like the way that she turned out, and I thought it was really kind of fun actually to do this. For day 12, the theme was real monsters. Now this one actually I think I sketched it previous to the day's theme, and later on I revisited the actual sketch and I thought that she reminded me of the Bride of Frankenstein in a way, and the theme itself was, you know, real monsters, but the way that they spelled real reminded me of a movie or a film reel, and then I figured why not just kind of like color her in with watercolor and try to do her hair in a simplistic manner that will kind of give the symbol of Bride of Frankenstein. So of course she's a more pretty version and a more alive version of the Bride of Frankenstein, but I thought this was a nice practice for working with grayscale and also working with outline and for just general inking. For day 13, the theme was Friday the 13th, and the first thing I thought about was superstition, and I wanted to draw a sort of Wiccan kind of witch-like looking character that was surrounded by symbolism that represented the 13th. And this one, again, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just playing around with the newfound watercolor technique, and I sort of like the way that she turned out. I think it's really interesting, and it's a completely new style for me, but it's not really one of my favorites. The theme for day 14 was I'll be back, and of course I have to say it in an Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of voice, I'll be back, even though it's probably a terrible impression. But anyways, besides the point, this one was really fun to do. I had a lot of fun doing this one, just because the theme is of course completely different, but I really took the chance to practice my watercolor sort of technique and further evolve. So I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the speed painting process right now so you guys can get more of a clear picture of what I'm really doing in terms of painting with watercolor. I think a clear change for me is actually the colors that I'm using for the skin tone. So beforehand, I would use more of a vibrant color, and I would add like intense shadows and use all kinds of different colors together. And this time around, I'm only using maybe 2 or 3 colors at once. I'm using a beige color, I'm using a pink, like a soft pink, and I'm also using black. Now I'm mixing these 3 colors together to create the different skin tones. So it kind of turns into a purplish hue almost. And it actually works really well if you're wanting to get a pale skin tone. Something that I really like about this Inktober and Drawlloween challenge is that it forces you to sort of try things that is basically out of your comfort zone. So this challenge has really kind of sort of helped me to redefine what I thought my style was and to experiment and try new things. Now, because I was using primarily ink for outlining and especially black ink, I could have used any other color ink, but I think that black was appropriate for the challenge itself. In my past work, I typically don't really use as much sort of like a heavy outline, and I had to really learn how to do this for this challenge, and I also had to kind of rethink of the way that I basically did the watercolor work or how I would color it in. I can definitely really recommend these types of challenges, whether it's Inktober, Drawlloween, and or just a regular 30-day drawing challenge. Just give yourself sort of a deadline or a challenge that you want to succeed and do, and just go through with it, because honestly you guys will learn so much so quick, and it's super helpful in helping your development as an artist. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Please do give it a big thumbs up if you do like it. I will be posting week 3 next week on Tuesday again, and I'm so excited. I don't even know what's going to be happening. I don't know what I'm going to be drawing, so it's going to be a surprise for me as well. And we will stay in touch, so keep being awesome, keep drawing, and thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Have a great day. Bye!